Grand Theft Auto 5 is pretty much one of the most overplayed third-person shooter of all time back in 2013 and managed to actually be remastered in 2015. Even in that time, it was even got more popular to the new gen of consoles, and throughout that time there has been countless updates of DLC. Between the sufficient amount of gameplay we get from the campaign, it's just not enough. Occasionally we get too bored of it. This could actually be related to the Red Dead Redemption 2 series. Now keep in mind, I do not care if you hate it or like it, you're gonna deal with it, and listen here, I don't care. Red Dead Redemption 2, it's boring. I'm constantly exploring the open world with not much to do, with heavy side missions don't have too much backstory, in development with me constantly talking to people where I have to stop in my tracks just to listen. I don't really like to do that type of stuff. I don't like to have an attitude when I come to certain people. I want to actually be the nice guy, but what Rockstar has us to do, we cannot even do that part. I'm constantly always repeating my gun at the same time, so occasionally when I get that perfect shot the person, I'm always missing because I always forget to cock my gun back where we used to be. That can actually mess up the added gameplay by a landslide. Now, in the Easter egg defense, they are rather cool, and some of them you will have to earn in-game, so at least you could progress something into that standpoint. And yes, the open world managed to even be more beautiful than Grand Theft Auto 5, I'll give it that behalf, and the storyline and active dialogue is stunning, but the added gameplay with not too much side missions, it's just a disaster in my book. But I just have to say, Red Dead Redemption 2 was trying way too hard to feel too real. There's so many people to interact with, and occasionally it gets way too annoying. Yes, you could just walk away from them, but it happens so commonly, you just get tired of it and you just want to shoot them in the face. Now, the good stuff I have said about Red Dead Redemption 2, it pretty much goes on into Grand Theft Auto 5 but more. In Grand Theft Auto 5, I can interact with certain NPCs at all times. I can always go ineffective side missions that are occasionally fun, and including the main story and dialogue that goes along with the entire thing matches pretty well with the atmosphere of the world. And Red Dead Redemption has a lot of mystery the active Easter eggs you see around the open world, which is fine. If anything, it intrigues me even more. Guys, I need you to keep in mind, I do not hate Red Dead Redemption 2. If anything, I think of it as a masterpiece. But the only true drawback throughout the whole game is the active gameplay. There is not a lot of things you can interact with, but only with the people. That does, like I said, get annoying once and again. But if it wasn't for the outstanding character development, heart-wrenching story, and likable characters along the way throughout the whole game, I would have got bored of it rather quickly and I would have just gave it back, but I didn't. But mainly, I enjoyed the atmosphere of the world, not the open world itself, but mostly cutscenes what you go throughout the whole main story. To me, it looks outstanding. Now, I am afraid this is going to be the end of the video. I really hope you guys actually enjoyed along the way, including along with my narration, including along with my opinion, what I thought about Red Dead Redemption 2, and including along with Grand Theft Auto 5. Keep in mind, guys, it is just all my opinion. You don't have to go with it. It's just how I feel. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys all later. Peace.